Hello and welcome, I'm Wick, and today we are going to be reviewing a new batch of cards being released for the upcoming Legends of Runeterra expansion, Fate's Voyage Onward, which is going to be coming out to us on September 13th, 2023. So we've seen Neela, we've seen a couple of variety cards, and we've seen, a bunch of new mechanics being introduced to the game. I'm really excited to see what is next. Ooh, so it looks like it's Janna, and I do believe this is the video, so let's see what she does.
You called and I answered.
Ooh, 4 mana, 2/4. Oh, updrafting.
Just looking for a sign.
Why not Black to End? I guess that's gonna be great. Wildfire, let's go.
Let this draft
Got that
guide
updraft.
your hand. Lift us up upon your mighty wings, old friend.
Okay,
Not
okay.
keen to move our world.
Leap of faith, huh? You'll catch me, right?
Got a bunch of updraft
Wait,
units
you?
now, it looks like.
Oh, I love that for you.
Perhaps the answer lies in others, not yourself.
The opponent's playing what I'm gonna play.
I will aid you, Neela. For you face
There's Neela.
monsters.
It is the monsters that face me.
A new landmark. Oh, there's that spell that was revealed on a previous creator stream. I believe it was Meg Ferrari's.
I sense such joy within you, but also pain. Board upon the driving gale.
Woo! Ooh! Oh, okay, we're gonna have to look at that level 2 art. Whoa,
Face me.
that's crazy. More wildfire. Let's go! 1 mana, deal 4.
Feel the breeze and know you have my favor.
Ooh, I'm excited to read these cards.
Me ease the pain of others.
I shall lift you up as you have me. With
Imagine if the boat had
sails onward.
crash.
Your faith in me has been rewarded.
Ooh, I'm so excited. Ooh. So this is all the cards, but I want to go ahead. I pulled up the images from the Twitter so we can get into those.
Does it
Ooh.
concern you? Our venture into the unknown?
That's up to Freljord, right? They just went through Piltover and Zon, another up to Freljord. All right, exciting. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the cards. So it looks like we have Janna first. I'm very excited about Janna, guys. All right, so Janna is a 4 mana 2/4 in Piltover that says play updraft 2 to draw 2 at the next round start. Each round, the first 3 times you draw a card, reduce its cost by 1 this round. Level up, I've seen you play 6 reduced cards. And once you've leveled up, you get Janna, level 2, which is a 4 mana 3/5. Oh, and she's elusive. Oh my gosh. And like, look at this art. This is Janna? I can't believe they've done this to Janna. It's crazy. But round start, draw 1. Oh, round start, draw 1. When you draw a card, reduce its cost by 1 this round. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Janna. Holy moly. I'm like shaking. Oh my. Updraft 2 with the next. I mean, you love to like updrafting is not terrible, right? And then you draw. Wow. Each round, the first 3 times you draw a card. I mean, really crazy card. This is a really crazy card. This is Master Yi on steroids, man. You know what I'm saying? And she's a 4 mana 3/5 elusive. Crazy. Crazy card. Alright, I don't know. Janna just seems super fun. super ridiculous. I really love the artwork. Really, this is a really, I don't know. Let's see. Updraft. I don't know. You just want to draw cards. I mean, this is the drawing cards expansion for real. You know, all these draw card addicts are just gonna be super excited and super hyped this expansion. I mean, a part of me can't get over this artwork of the level 2 Janna. Like, I can't believe that. It's beautiful. It's just incredible. Yeah, I don't know. Janna's gonna be ridiculous. That's all I can say. I don't think that it's solid. I don't know what more to say. Like, you can just play this with whatever you want because it seems good. That's how I feel about it. Yeah, seems broken a little bit. Maybe broken. I don't know. Really cool card. Really excited about it. I want to check out the rest of the package and then see how we can talk about it all coming together. So let's go ahead and move on to Eye of the Storm, which looks like it is Janna's champion spell. So we have Eye of the Storm, which is a 4-mana burst spell. Give an ally +2/+0 this round, draw 2. Why? What? I mean, wow. 4 mana. 4 mana, draw 2, burst +2 attack. I feel like the burst +2 attack doesn't really matter that much. It is an elemental spell, of course. Is this card good? 4 mana, draw 2. I mean, we play a lot of 4 mana draw 2s in this game. Give an ally +2/+2. I mean, I feel like this card is gonna be fine. I can't. Like, it doesn't seem incredible. Is it incredible? It seems okay. I can't really tell. I'll be honest. Like, obviously we want to draw a lot with Janna to reduce the cost of cards. But if we look at this card just by itself, I'm not really sure how to think about it. Like, a +2 is nice, but it's 4 mana. It's a little expensive. But we do have to draw 2. It's okay. I think this is like one of the weaker. Like, I'll be honest, if this gave HP, it would be broken. But because it gives attack, I don't think it's that broken. I think it's fine. I don't think the attack is gonna matter too often, especially at 4 mana. But it's okay. I think obviously the package where Janna really likes to draw 2, so I guess anytime you can draw is fine. But there's so many draw cards in the game, like even Rummage, right? But okay, so let's go ahead and move on. I want to zoom out just in case you guys can't see that. And we have Windborn Mariner, which is a 2 mana quick attack unit from Built Over and Zon. It's 2 mana 3/1. If you have drawn 3 cards this round, I cost 2 less. Okay, so it's a 0 mana 3/1 when you are able to draw 3 cards. I guess like the whole draw 3 is like the new gate that they are creating for cards. They have the other 1-drop from Bilgewater that, you know, gains +1/+1 and Brash. So if we think about this, oh, that's why they gave 1 HP to the other 2 mana 3/1 quick attack unit Built Over and Zon. The not drop order, whatever that part is. No one's ever played it, but I don't know. I don't know if this card's good. Like, is it like? Do you even want a 0 mana 3/1 quick attack? Like, there's a reason that card's never been played. But I guess maybe if it's 0 cost, you don't mind it. Star Scamper. I don't know. The Targon 0 cost card. The one that discounts itself when it beholds a Celestial. I think beholding a Celestial might be a little bit easier than drawing 3 cards in a single round, but I guess, you know, you only have to draw 2 cards because you draw 1 at the beginning. It is a quick attack unit. I do like quick attack over a 2/2. I mean, 1 HP kind of sucks. I think this card's alright. I don't think this card's that good. I'll be honest. I think there's better 2-drops in the game. I think there's just getting a free 3/1 quick attack doesn't really seem that crazy to me. It's just gonna get pinged. It's just gonna get removed like so quickly. I don't know. Not a fan. Not a fan of either these cards, Eye of the Storm or Windborn. Too much. Not a huge fan of that. It's alright. I'm gonna move on and go to the next page. And we have Maryam, Temple Caretaker, which is a 2-mana 2/3 from Piltover, which is, I don't think Piltover has a 2-mana 2/3, so it's gonna be pretty good for the region just in general. Play updraft 1 to refill your spell mana. Well, this card's broken. What do you mean? What are you talking about? This is disgusting. What do you mean? 2-mana 2/3 in Piltover. 2-mana 2/3 is like the best stat line for a 2-drop in the game. Play updraft 1 to refill your spell mana. What are you talking about? This is a -1 mana cost card. Yeah, you updraft, but doesn't updrafting get like a discount onto that card anyways? What the This card's broken! I don't know. This card's ridiculous. This card's ridiculous as hell. I'll be honest with you. I guess you're playing with one less card, right? So for the cost of 2 cards, you get to play units 1, 2, and then have 6 mana on turn 3, which is really strong. I don't know, like in Jace decks, like this seems super sick. Like you get to play your units early game now without having to bank just because of this card. And yeah, you sacrifice a card, but they just printed a 4-mana draw 2, and there's so many. You just play, I don't know. Like this card's ridiculous, right? Like you're drawing so many cards, refilling your spell mana, just like completely refilling it is just like ridiculous. That's crazy. This card's broken. And not in like a fun, exciting way, in just like it just is good. And like should be a 2/1. Maybe. Probably should be a 2/1. I think 2/3 is ridiculous. I don't know. Anyways. Moving on. Alright, now we have Sunken Temple, which is a 5-mana landmark in Piltover and Zon. And it says, round start, updraft your hand. Round start, draw that many cards +1. This is broken. This like, I guess it's 5 mana. This seems terrifying. This seems like really scary. Am I just trolling? Maybe I'm trolling, but updraft your entire hand, draw the entire hand, and then draw an extra card. And I mean, like, that's just any of these triggers that require you to like draw at least 3 cards in a turn. Boom! Sunken Temple, and all your cards are getting discounted. This is crazy. This is ridiculous. I don't know. These 2 cards right here, Maryam and Temple, seem gross. Like, I don't know. I'm not. Yeah. Anyways, all right. Galesong Call, summon a Galesong Swallow. Oh, I'm sorry. And Galesong's Call is a 1-mana slow elemental spell in Piltover and Zon. And so it's Galesong Call, summon a Galesong Swallow, and Galesong Swallow is a 1-mana 2/1. Bird. Alright. So we have a 1-mana spell that summons a 1-mana 2/1. I think this is pretty good. I think this is not bad. And we've seen a card revealed in another by another streamer, right? With this card, so that gains +1/+1. It's just a 2/1. It's just vanilla. But you know, thinking about the way that Maryam is going to be giving you all the spell mana in the world. You can play this on 1 if you want, and you can block rear guard or do whatever you want. I don't know. This card seems okay. I don't think it's crazy. I don't think it's hella like super exciting or anything like that. But I do think that it will be okay. Maybe. I don't think it's like, I don't know, 1 mana spell unit. I mean, spell units are like better than unit, you know what I'm saying? Like summoning a kind of, I don't know. Is this gonna be okay? I don't know. This seems like nothing. You know what I'm saying? This seems like a literal nothing card. I don't know. Maybe there's other Galesong Swallow synergies that we haven't seen yet. I do like the art. It is cute. But okay, let's move on. And now we have Howling Gale. Howling Gale. 3-mana slow speed spell in Piltover and Zon, another elemental spell. Says deal 2 damage to a unit. Increase my damage by 1 for each other card you've played this round, up to 3 times. Three mana deal 5. If you've played 3 other cards. Three mana deal 5 seems ridiculous, right? You have to play 3 other cards, but you can play like Galesong Call. That's gonna cost 0 because it's gonna be updrafted. Oh no! Yikes! Ugh. I don't like Howling Gale. This card seems gross. I didn't know. Like, I feel like this is a crazy good card. I don't know. Like, this seems pretty good. Maybe it's, I mean, you can just burst. You can just play burst spells. Get this up to 4. Even 4 damage is a lot. You know, there's a lot of things to hit at 4 damage. And so, like, you were able to get this up to 4 damage. And remove something for 3 mana. That's very good. That's pretty solid. I don't know. All of these cards seem pretty okay. I think Galesong's Call is probably the weakest one. But Maryam, Temple, and Howling Gale. Obviously, Temple and Maryam are a lot better. I think those are the best 2. But I think we have some more cards as well. So let's go ahead and move on. Howling Gale seems really good. Alright. And now we have Divine Whirlwind. Oh, okay. These are the cards that were actually revealed in a previous stream. So I guess we can just talk about them again really quickly. When you've drawn 3+ cards this round, I cost 2 less. This is Divine Whirlwind, the 5-mana fast spell from Piltover and Zon. If you've drawn 3 cards this round, I cost 2 less. Deal 3 to a unit and 2 to the enemy next. With Temple, this is always online. I think the fact that it looks like turning these cards with the draw 3+ cards in a round. That requirement doesn't seem too difficult to accomplish based on what we're seeing now. So I think it's going to be pretty negligible how often you're going to be playing this at 5. And like I said previously, I don't think it's terrible to play at 5 in some situations, but I do think that it's going to be frequently at 3. And I think a 3 mana deal 3 to a unit and 2 to the enemy nexus is very strong. I think it's going to be really good. So I think Divine Whirlwind is going to be a really good card. I think I'm going to play it because of the burn aspects, obviously. Blowback is very good. And this is very similar to Blowback. So it's actually probably better than Blowback because you don't have to discard to buff it up. Yeah, I think this card might be better than Blowback, even though it does 1 less damage. And then okay, so we already talked about Divine Whirlwind, so let's go ahead and talk about Galesong Flock. And Galesong Flock is the 5 mana slow spell from Piltover Zon, another elemental that summons a Galesong Swallow, which we saw was a 2/1, a vanilla 2/1. Granted, +1/+1 for each elemental spell you played this game, or elemental skill, and then draw 1. I mean, this card is super whatever. I'll be honest with you. I don't think this is interesting. I don't know. I don't really like Piltover and Zon summoning units with spells. Like, I know. I don't know. Like maybe this is gonna be like a 5 mana 9/9 at the end of the game. That's kind of scary, but I don't know. It's just not exciting. Like, we just got Scrap Traction, and that is filling that slot of being like a, spell unit that's really big. I have a hard time being excited for it, but maybe it will be okay to play. I just don't find it interesting as a concept, but maybe that's because we've seen other crazier cards coming out even in this patch, but it's all right. It's okay. It's a card. It's a card. And let's go ahead and move on to the next card. Iascylla. Figurehead of the Deep, which is a 6 mana 4/4 unit from Piltover and Zon. It says when you play an elemental spell or elemental skill, copy it with the same target. Let me see that again. Well, I mean, this card's pretty good. I think 6 mana is a little expensive, and 4 HP is a little removable. But I do think that this ability is very powerful. And I do think that... I don't know. Yeah, I think... maybe you play a Galesong Flock and you get 2 big units for 5... I don't know. It's okay, right? I think that it's a little expensive, but it is a powerful effect. Do I think that it will get a lot of play? Maybe. I'm sure somebody will find something broken. I do like, Divine Whirlwind getting doubled up. That's really exciting. I'll have to go through all of the elemental skills. Wait a second. This works with Annie? Well, I guess this is almost the same as the headmistress from yesterday, right? The one that doubles support and doubles attack activations. So I guess this card, I would also say it's almost a win more, but I think elemental spells are probably a little bit more flexible than attack and support activations. So I'll probably elemental spell, like this card's gonna be a little bit better than the other one. I think in order to really judge this card, I would have to really deep dive through elemental spells and see what's worth doubling and how effective this card could be at winning you games. Because I think starting at round 6, if you're not playing things that are like adding to the inevitability of your game plan, I don't know why you're playing them. But I definitely think that this card has the potential to close out games if left unattended. So it doesn't seem terrible, but I think that 4 HP is pretty vulnerable for a 6-drop, and it's quite expensive for the body that you're getting out of it. That's going to be just sitting on the back of the board because you never want this to enter combat, and you want your opponent to like have to try to remove it, but 4 HP, not terribly. It is a break point for the game, but I think starting at turn 6, like it's negligible. So interesting card. Not sure how good it will be, but I know a lot of people will be playing. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Exalted Cloudwinder. Exalted Cloudwinder is a 5-mana 3/2 quick attack unit from Piltover and Zon that says if you have drawn 3 or more cards this round, I cost 2 less. When I'm summoned, draw 2 at the next round start. Okay, so this card is similar to the other quick attack unit that we saw earlier, which was a 2-mana quick attack with 3 attack. So they have the same power here, but this one has 1 more point of HP. I look at this card like it's a flying dragon thing, and I just wonder to myself, why is it not elusive? But I think if this was a 5-mana 3/2 elusive with the same text, I think it'd be a lot better. A quick attack, not a really good combat keyword. You know, it's okay. I do like the effect that it has though, that it will automatically draw 2 at the next round start. So if you proc it for 1 round, you get a 3-mana 3/2 quick attack unit that draws you 2 next, and you know, inevitably procs any other cards that you have that trigger off the +3 card draw requirement. So I don't think that this card is that good just because of the body, but I do think that the effect is pretty decent. You just want to keep drawing cards, you know, keep pumping out spells. I don't know. This whole archetype of Janna seems super interesting and very weird. Sunken Temple seems broken. Janna seems broken. I don't know, guys. I'm really interested to see how you guys feel about Janna. I'm really interested in the spells and Janna herself, but I don't know. It's a very interesting package. You know, very interesting concept. And I don't know. Like, I want to play this package just for Janna and the art at this point, but overall, for like what the cards do, I'm not really sure how interesting some of these are. But just to do our quick review, today they released Janna, and Janna is the 4-mana 4/2 that turns into a 4-mana 3/5. When you player, you updraft 2 to draw 2 the next turn, and each turn, the first 3 times that you draw a card reduces cost by 1. And you know, she levels up on seeing 6 cards. That she levels up when you've played 6 cards. 6 cost reduced cards? Huh? Play 6? Oh, sorry. I level up when I see 6 cost and I think about, like, you know, Jace and stuff like that. I've seen you play 6 cost reduced cards. They put the cost reduced on the bottom. Be a little bit easier for me to read, but having the 6 at the end would probably look good. But then she levels up and turns into Janna, which is round start draw 1, which is ridiculous, right? When you draw a card, reduce its cost by 1 this round. I think the payoff of a 4-mana 3/5 elusive that draws you a card every round is insane. Like this card, it's so good. It's so good. Very powerful. Very powerful, very beautiful. Eye of the Storm, a whatever card, I'll be honest. I don't know. The draw 2 is probably good just because you need a proc Janna, and if you have a Janna on the field, like, because, you know, it's the Eye of the Storm, you'll get the discount. So it's probably really good as her champion spell. I don't really know how it is as just a raw spell, but I'm sure it will see some play, but I think it'll see more play as like just her champion spell. I think it's an alright champion spell. for sure. And then we had Windborn Mariner, which I don't really think is a good card. I think it's pretty, it's whatever. Maybe I'll be wrong. 0 cost cards might be good, so we'll see how that goes. And then we had Maryam, Temple Caretaker, which is pretty broken in my opinion. 2 mana, 2/3 seems pretty strong. Just as a body alone, and then the fact that it refills all of your spell mana is very, very, very powerful for sure. I think it's ridiculous. And then along with Maryam, the temple that she takes care of, I assume she failed because it's sunken. So, and then Sunken Temple at the end, the round end, you updraft your entire hand, and then the round start, you draw that many cards, which is really cool. You know, if you need a way to level up Jinx, right? Just kidding. And then we have Galesong. Yo, sorry. I think Sunken Temple's pretty strong for sure. I think it's pretty powerful. I think putting it at 5 mana is really good and might be the only thing keeping it from being too strong. But we've seen landmarks like Bar even being played at 7 mana, so who knows these days. And then we have Galesong's Call, which was the 1 mana slow spell that summons a Galesong Swallow, and Galesong Swallow is a 1 mana 2/1 bird. And I don't know. I guess this because you'll have so much mana, you'll be discounting things. So having things at 1 mana will just be discounted to 0 mana very effectively. So maybe this card will be okay, but I do think it is very simple and very vanilla. It's all right, you know. I don't really get the combos with it yet. I don't see the full picture, but I think it's okay. And then we have Howling Gale, which was the 3 mana slow spell, and it dealt 2 to a unit, and it increased in damage by 1 for every card that you played up to 3. So it could be either 3 mana deal 2 or 3 mana deal 5. And I think that's pretty strong, especially with all the discounts that you'll be getting. You'll be playing so many cards every turn. I don't think it's going to be difficult to charge this card up. I think it's going to be devastating to a lot of threats, a lot of units for your opponent. So I think it's going to be really good. All right, and then we have Divine Whirlwind, and Galesong Flock, which were revealed the other day. So I'm not going to spend too much time. I think that Divine Whirlwind is going to be good. Really excited for that. Galesong Flock is... I don't really know how I feel about these Galesong Swallow cards. They seem really boring and vanilla. Not really interested in them, but I guess hopefully there's like some cool payoff or something. I don't know, some other synergy that I'm not seeing or that we don't know yet. It'll be really exciting. And then we have Iascylla, I don't know. Figurehead of the Deep, 6 mana 4/4 that doubles all your spells, your elemental spells and elemental skills. A little expensive, but very powerful. I think it'd be really cool. I'm sure a lot of people will be playing this. They need to make Decimate elemental. Okay? And we can play this. We can play Jace. Then we can mimic Decimate and get 4 Decimates on the stack. Alright, guys? I'm telling you. Anyways. And then we have Exalted Cloudwinder. 5 mana, 3/2 quick attack. That discounts itself when you've drawn 3 cards or more. And draws you 2 cards at the next round start. I mean, drawing 2 cards at the next round start is pretty good. I think this card's actually pretty solid. Like, obviously, I said to make it an elusive because of the card art and what it is, but I think quick attack's okay. But I think they can make this a 5 mana 2/2 elusive, and it'd be better and feel more appropriate. But I don't know. We'll see. Overall, I think that the Janna card package seems like it'll be very powerful. I think that a lot of people will be having a lot of fun with the new champion. Very, very hyped for Janna. And especially the new level 2 art, which is insanity. But yeah, very cool, very excited, um, and very hyped for this new expansion. You know, we have a lot of cool cars. We got to see some wildfire gameplay in the teaser video, which was really hype. But I think that, you know, we're all really excited for the new cards, and for whatever new cards are coming up, which we have what, Su- Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday, I think, maybe. So we have 2 or 3 more days of cards, and, you know, really excited to see what we have next. Thank you guys for tuning in and checking out my video. As always, you can follow me on YouTube and other platforms. I am Wickhelm on all of those. Please subscribe, please like the video, please let me know what you think about Janna and what you think about these new cards, or what you think about my jacket. You know, just drop me a comment, let me know how you're feeling. That'd be super appreciated. As always, you can join the Always Be Gaming community Discord. Link is in the bio. But for now, I will catch you guys later, and we will see those new cards once they're out. Peace.